Hi friends, for this week's art lesson we're going to talk about pop art. Pop art is an art movement. Pop stands for popular. It's where artists took everyday objects and they repeated them. They used lots of bright colors. One of the pop artists was Andy Warhol. We've talked about Andy Warhol before in first grade when we made the handprints. And so today we're going to use another popular image, the pizza slice. And so watch this short video about pop art, and then we will get started on our pizza slice.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and these are 4 of my favourite things. Bananas, my red coat, tomato soup, and comic books. But what do they all have in common? 2 little words: pop and art. Pop art is more than an art movement. It's a lifestyle, a craze, a way of looking at the world. But what is pop art? Pop is young, bold, and fun. This is life in the 40s. It's a bit grey. In the 50s, people wanted plastic and glamour. They wanted to have a good time. Buy more, spend more. Don't just watch TV, be on TV. Now you can listen to the Beatles and Elvis, watch cartoons, eat popcorn, drive cars, and become famous. Now it was pop art, all about culture. After all, pop art is popular art, art for all. But who were the pop artists? Richard Hamilton, this guy, said pop art was low cost, young, witty, glamorous, and mass-produced. Hamilton made collages using imagery he found in glossy magazines. Lifting images from films and advertising was completely bonkers at the time. This is one of the famous Marilyn portraits by Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. This guy. See, a cool guy. For Andy, art was a product. The same as a production line of Coca-Cola bottles or Camel soup. He liked to use bright colours and silk screening techniques to produce art on a huge scale. Pretty clever, I'd say. Pop art was revolutionary! Pop artists were competitive. Who could do what first? Warhol had his advertising. Lichtenstein had his comic books. Pelosi had his collage. And Minnie Mouse. Wait, let's go back to Lichtenstein. He used Band-Aid dots to make his artwork look like comics, like the ones you get in newspapers. Female artists were also rocking the pop art trend. This is The Only Blonde in the World by English painter Pauline Botti. Pauline added fun into her art and was a bit of a rebel. Girl power, Pauline. Pop art came out of the gallery too. Nicola L. took this big red coat around the world to get people to get involved with her performance. This made a real pop crowd, not the celebrity faces in other forms of pop art. Pop art can also be found all over the world. In Iran, Parviz Tanavoli was a sculptor and painter. Like other pop artists, he made his art out of things that looked like they could be thrown away. In New York, Jean-Michel Basquiat remixed it with hip-hop and street art. Pop is on TV, on the radio, and on the internet. Like right now. Does that mean I'm pop art? Well, there's one thing Andy Warhol and I can agree on. I don't know where the artificial stops and the real starts.
Andy Warhol drawing, we're going to use a very popular image, and that is the pizza slice, because most of us like pizza, and we're going to repeat that image just like the pop artist did. So I'm going to just use a paper, and I'm going to try and divide this into 6 spaces, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We have 6 spaces, and then we're going to make ourselves a little pizza template. So I'm going to get another piece of paper. I can kind of see this is where my box is, and I'm going to make a pizza slice, a triangle, like so. And then I'm going to use scissors to cut that out. And that way we have a pizza slice that will be the same in each of these spaces. And then we're going to put this, we're going to just hold on to this and trace with a pencil. Go to the next space, kind of angle it in the same way, trace with the pencil. We're going to do that all the way across your artwork. And then after that, we're going to add toppings, and then each of these pizzas will have the same toppings. And then the thing that's going to be different about them is that we will color them with different colors. So then this will all be very funky colors. Okay, so now we have our roughly the same looking pizza shapes, and now we're going to add some color to it, or details. So I'm gonna, and you can use Sharpie, you can draw it in pencil too first. I'm gonna add a crust, and then I'm gonna add pepperoni, and you can keep it like that. You can add other toppings. That's totally up to you. Maybe there's some cheese dripping off of it here. You can add some texture for the crust. And then you're going to do the same thing here. Wavy line for a crust, and then I had 3 pepperonis. Oops, and I forgot about my drippy cheese. Okay, the next step is to color this, and you can also erase your pencil lines. And you're just going to use different colors. You can use colored pencil, you can use marker, you can watercolor it. And I think what I will do is use marker and then watercolor the background space. And remember, you can use lots of different colors, whatever colors you want. Do not have to be realistic. here we have our pop art pizzas with different colors. If you could think of another image you could draw that you could repeat, maybe ice cream cones, you can also try that. If you can tell, I separated my spaces with a black crayon line just to keep the colors apart a little bit. You can use different supplies to color this. Have fun, and don't forget to share your work.